our neighbors in ESCOM, South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia. So Stanbic, we were quickly able to come to the table. We were actually the quickest because we understood it was in the national interest. You know, an economy runs on power. So we were able to get through our processes and were able to fund ZESCO to a tune of over 250,000 megahertz of power, which they were able to import from ESCOM, South Africa, Mozambique, Namibia. So that was the 3, 4, 5 hours of power which we were receiving. Yes, people still complained, but it was something that allowed you to again start adapting. To start adapting, because you can't adapt from zero. So with that 4, 5 hours of power, people were able to adapt the way they do things, the way they keep food, the way they cook, the way they iron their clothes.
You know, your clothes for the whole month.
That's it. You used to wake up at 02 to 05, and you manage to adapt, isn't it?
Definitely.
We're creatures of habit, so we adapt. And that 3, 4, 5 hours of power, which Stanbic was able to enable ZESCO to import, was a big part of how we started this whole adaptation agenda. And it was a short-term and quick fix. Secondly, there's a big project I'd like to talk about, which CEC, Copper Belt Energy Corporation, has embarked upon, Itimpi 1. Itimpi 1 was again a solar power plant. Right there, if you're at Copper Belt University, on the left-hand side, is a big power field.
It spans from the left-hand side all the way to the right-hand side.
All the way to the hand, yes.
Quite huge.
Yes, so now they came back to us and said they wanted to do a phase 2. They wanted to expand that project. So at Stanbic, again, we were on hand to put up, to arrange and underwrite a green bond. You know, this is a new way of financing some of these renewable power projects. So we put that together for CEC and they'll now be adding another 136 megawatts of power into the national grid as a result of this intervention by Stanbic Bank. So we're so happy about that. That project should be online mid-2025, and we all look forward to that easing again that power deficit on the national grid. The third project I would like to highlight is the Zambia power plant. This was one of the biggest, this is the biggest power plant, solar power plant outside of South Africa. South Africa's got 2 power plants, one in Bloemfontein, one in the Western Cape. These were actually financed by our parent company, which is Standard Bank. So we have that knowledge and expertise. So when this project came about, Kariba North Bank wanted to put 100 megawatts of power. So from our expertise, we were able to bring together Kariba North Bank, Greencore, First Quantum, ZESCO, and ourselves, of course, at Power China. So you had 5 parties which came together to make that project a reality. I like to think about it as 100, 100, 100. It covered a space of 100 megawatts. It's delivering 100 megawatts of power, and it's now costing $100 million. So at Stanbic, we were able to come up with $71 million, and then Kariba North Bank were able to provide equity for the balance of $28.1 million. So this project is live. The president launched it last month, and it's now producing 100 megawatts of power into the national grid. So immediately we're seeing an impact. The off-taker is First Quantum Minerals. As you know, we're chasing 3 million megatons of copper exports per year. So that is going to be a big part of how the S2 plant expansion is going to be also enabled, because they need power. Power is essential. So those are three giant projects. Probably not such another big project, because we're now looking at customers. Those are your big customers. Then when I come down a bit in the agri space, it's an agriculture show. We have a farm called Kashiwa Dairy Farm in Mazabuka. That's one of the biggest dairy farms in Zambia, delivering about 700 liters of milk per day. Now, when September came around in 2024, again, they were spending close to 150,000 kwacha a month on diesel for the generators, and that was unsustainable. The next stop, they would have closed, and then would have lost that milk. The off-taker is the Dairy Gold from Trade Kings. So we are able to now put together a financing plan where we were able to give them financing for that project on the premises that the off-taker would be paying for that milk, and that's how the project will be paid for. So yeah, another great project, because without milk, I think that's a really, it's a crisis. Yeah. So we're quite happy, and the price of milk will go up, and then we'll all have a problem. So we're quite happy to get that project going. And also what's important is that it was unsecured. It was an unsecured project, so there's no collateral or what. The project is self-financing. So those are three of the major projects we've done. Even for you and me, we're able to cater for you and me as well, to have solar solutions for your SME, your Bine, your home. So the package we have right now for solar for me, you, and the SMEs is you can pay 990 kwacha a month for 36 months. I think that's very affordable. And then you can now get the whole solar solution for your house, for your shop, for your salon, your church, whatever you need to do. So we're quite proud of the strides we've made in terms of bringing this whole solar renewable energy to the market, and we are quite comfortably the market leaders. Not like we want to be leading and say we're alone. We're just leading the way. Definitely. And then we're open when others come to us and say, but how did you finance that? We're able to share that because it's for the benefit of the country. It's a benefit for everybody. We need everybody on board. We can't do everything alone. We're happy to share our expertise, and we've done that on many forums. If you are at the Invest Zambia conference, we were there talking about it. We have a conference coming up which we are funding. The Africa Energy Forum is coming up in October. Again, we'll be talking about the same. So we're very open and happy to share our experiences.
Now, I'm looking at securing sustainability through regional power collaboration, and well, you've highlighted all this in just what you've said. I want you to close it up rather simply by encouraging other institutions like your institution to definitely come to the party and make sure that this is a collective goal.
Yes. No, very right. I mean, as I said, we need everybody. This power deficit is impacting everybody. Because you've got to remember, you may have a deficit, but the demand for power is equally growing as well. It's growing actually faster than your deficit. So we actually have a bigger crisis coming up. So it's really asking colleagues, fellow Zambians, to think a bit beyond, a bit outside the box. We've got to start thinking beyond ZESCO into our own renewable power. That's why this net metering is also a big incentive, because you're able to generate power and still sell it back to the grid. So it's actually a viable business to actually have mini power plants and be selling the power to ZESCO. It's actually a viable business because no economy can develop without power. Nothing can happen like that. So we've got a lot of solutions here. In terms of impacting the way we do business as well, as I said, we're putting solar on all our branches. All our ATMs right now are solar powered. As you know, some shopping malls, the power goes out. Then
you don't have access to money.
Exactly. So now we've taken that apart and said, no. Let's make sure we put power on our ATMs. And we've done that. So our ATMs are fully powered. We're also harvesting water. When we have rains and so on in our drainages, we're actually storing water and recycling that water as well. We're bringing in electric vehicles into our fleet. We've incorporated them in our fleet. So we're doing away with combustion engines slowly. So a lot we're doing in this space. We are a leader, but we're a good leader because we want everybody to follow, and we're able to share our expertise.
Awesome. Now, to you who's watching us at the 97th.
Before you go any further, that's not the only award we won. We also won Best Bank, Best Banking Exhibition at the 97th Agriculture and Commercial Show.
Awesome.
So again, no mean feat. We're quite proud of that achievement. As you know, there are many banks in the show here and around the country. The recognition we've received is well received, and we're quite proud of this great achievement and the hard work and the demonstration we're showing that we're actually in the forefront of this renewable energy revolution.
Definitely. Now, if you want to affiliate yourself with the best bank, and we're just not speaking the best bank, but also they are speaking to the renewable energy. That means they care about you. They care about myself. They care about this nation. Well, with all the financing that Mr. Ngondo has alluded to, it means it is your bank, and you definitely have to stick with Stanbic Bank. Well, this award I'm holding is not mine, but theirs. It speaks to the renewable energy. Let's continue supporting this bank, and let's continue being part of this bank. If you've not opened your account with them, why not? You definitely heard it yourself. You can simply get your home solar kit simply by banking with them. Just simply by paying a little bit of some money at the end of the month. My name is Victor Mwanza with Mr. Ngondo. It's on to the next.